Hey everyone, firstly, Merry Christmas to you all. What a wonderful day I hope you're going to have ahead, be it whether you're spending time with your friends or your family or whoever you're sharing this day with. Just want to say from myself, Merry Christmas to you, and I hope you have a fantastic day. So, as you can see, it's a bit cold today. The sun's beaming down on my currant bun, and I've got all kinds of like shadows going on from my balcony because I'm not going out today. I've got a lot to do today. But a question I get asked a fair bit, and I thought, well, let's just cover it on this appropriate time, is what is Christmas like here in Pattaya? Would I recommend you coming out here? And when you do come out here, what would you expect to find and how do things happen here? And for those of you that have been out here and had Christmas here, or maybe some of you are diehard Christmas fans, you come out all the time and enjoy this particular time of the year here in Pattaya, what I would ask, guys, is please, share away, drop your comments below, and tell people from your experience, how do you find Christmas here? Is it better than being back home? How do you find it? I'm going to move my chair a little bit because I think I've got a bit of a shadow going on. Let's just move that around. There we go, that looks better. God, it's hot, I tell you what, it's hot. Can you see the clouds? There's not a cloud in the sky. What's your weather like where you are right now? Oh, I can imagine some of you are going to be like, dude, you do not want to see outside my window. It's freezing cold, it's raining, there's snow. I mean, who's got snow, right? Here's a good question. Right now, it's Christmas Day. Who has got snow outside? And if you're on the Discord group, please send me a picture of your picture of the snow that you've got. Or if you're on email 247pattaya@gmail.com. If you can get me a picture out today and send it to me, what I'll do is tomorrow I'm doing a live stream with some of the girls from the dive bar. So let's show them a photo of snow and see if they even know what it means or what it is. I do feel sorry for like the Thai girls that they meet these guys. You fall in love, you've got a relationship, and you guys drag them back to Europe or wherever it is you are, and you open the door and say, now that is what we call snow. And this is what you call cold, because they must be, I can't imagine. It's a bit of a role reversal, isn't it? When you come out here, it's like, oh, it's so hot. Whereas when they go there, they must be frozen solid. But anyway, it's all good fun. It's all part of the caring and sharing and loving and all the rest of it, so fair play. But yeah, guys, if you've got a snowy scenery outside your window, please pop it in an email, 247pattaya@gmail.com, and I'll share it on our live stream tomorrow. And see what the reactions are. All right, so Christmas here. Now, I want to address this subject again away from the current situation, because I can't explain that to you as it is now. Even having said that, though, with all the restrictions we're currently under and all the situations we're under, it is happening that there's a guy climbing up right. So where I am now, they're repainting all of this, and he's just climbed up with no harness on. He's on the 7th floor, and he's just putting his harness on now. Anyway, so where were we? Yeah, I want to explain Christmas to you here in Pattaya, but under normal circumstances, not what we're currently going through right now. So in general, we do have a lot of expat themed bars. We have a lot of people here that try and embrace the expats or the people that come in, the tourists that come in here from around the world, to give you that Christmas feeling. And it is a bit surreal, especially if it's your first time out for Christmas, because you can walk around, and like today, I have not seen one single Christmas decoration over where I am, over on the far east side of Pattaya. When you go into town, yeah, there's a lot of places that have made an effort, and it is quite nice. But again, it's like 35 degrees, so it's not cold in any way, shape, or form. So again, you're walking around thinking, oh, it's so hot, and you have to think, actually, it's Christmas Day, because where I'm from, back home in England, it should be, and it is cold. So you have to try and adjust to the heat here. But when you walk around, there's a lot of places that will offer you a Sunday dinner. A Sunday dinner that really is a Christmas dinner that looks like a Sunday dinner, let's call it that. But there are some really, really good places here. One that springs to mind is Darren at the Sportsman. He does a fantastic Christmas spread, he really does. And they put on a fantastic array of food for you. So you can go in there and enjoy your Christmas dinner. One thing that you have to be aware of when you come out here is, if you really are a die-hard Christmas dinner kind of person, that you have to have that dinner, then you need to book. You've got to book, because a lot of these places are booked so quickly you can't get in them. And don't forget, even with the amount of people that have left Thailand over the last 12 months, particularly like the expats, even though that many have gone home and gone back and trying to rethink their plans, we still have a huge expat community here. So when you're talking about a restaurant such as the Sportsman that can only hold maybe sort of like 50, 60 people, they go quickly, the spaces go quickly. Having said that, you can walk around areas like Soi Buakhao and all those kind of areas where there's a huge complex of restaurants, and you can find good places. So what I want to do, guys, is, as always, I want to throw the question back to you, please. Where would you recommend going for a Christmas dinner if you've been here before and you've experienced Christmas here? Where would you recommend to go and get your full trimmings, all the pigs in blankets, the full malarkey? Where would you recommend? What restaurant or place would you go to in order to enjoy a proper full-on Christmas dinner? Drop your comments below, guys. Let us know, what do you think? Where would you go? In terms of celebrations and parties, we are in one of the party capitals of the world. So it's very difficult to try and isolate that this is just for Christmas, because in all fairness, a lot of places, they have parties all the time. Remember, I'm talking about pre what we're in now and post when we finally get through this. The difference may be that, you might go to some of the go-go bars and the girls will be dressed in Santa outfits. I'm laughing to myself because I think, listen, we're all individuals. We're all entitled to our own thought process. But, oh yeah, she's dressed in a Santa outfit. Sorry, it just makes me giggle, because I think to myself, really, are you going, Happy Christmas, Happy Christmas? I don't know. I don't know, leave it at that. But anyway, if that is your thing, sorry, I've kind of got that thought in my head now. I'm thinking, really, does that float your boat? Anyway, yeah, so if you are into girls in Santa outfits, there are a few places here that will tick that box for you. You can go around, a lot of the staff and that will be wearing the Christmassy hats and things like that. Some places will go overboard and they'll put all the decorations up, etc., etc. And you tend not to find so many Christmas trees decorated here in the city centre. There are some, but it's not like, back home, certainly like in London. If you walked around the city centre of London and you would look in all the shops, nearly everybody would have a Christmas tree decoration of some description. And of course, if they didn't, well, then we tag them as a bar humbug. And I have to say, I am a bit of a bar humbug when it comes to Christmas. And without going into too much detail, it was just that, I grew up with just my mum. And my mother worked her heart out to try and provide me with everything she could. But at Christmas, it put her, and I didn't realise at the time as a kid, but when you get older, you realise, but it put her under immense pressure to try and save up enough money in order to buy me a Christmas present, which, at the time as a kid, it was quite difficult, because other kids would get bucket loads of presents and you'd be like, oh, okay. And they'd be like, hey, you only got that. And you end up having a situation. But I look back now and I think, that must have been awful for my mother to have to, try and somehow, even though she was bringing me up on her own, was to try and figure out a way to save up money when we're trying to pay electric and stuff. But anyway, enough about that. The fact is, Mum, I love you dearly. You've done an amazing job. I love you with all my heart. Thank you so much. So for me, Christmas is kind of just like another day, which is why for me as an individual to come out here, look behind me, the beautiful sun, it's another sunny day, it's a lovely day. So for me, this ticks all my boxes. And I might be similar to you, we might have a similar thought process where maybe you're not a big festive kind of let's go sit around someone's house and all that kind of stuff. And if that's your ticket where you don't like doing that, then come out here. Come out to Pattaya. It really is a place that ticks all the boxes. As I said earlier on, you've got the places where they will hold the parties. You've also got places where you can sit and you'll be on your own and you can just enjoy maybe laying down on the beach, having a few beers down on the beach, just chilling out. The beauty of what we have here is it ticks everybody's box. What I will tell you is when you do come out, particularly with the hotels, is try to get booked early, because even though right now, yes, I appreciate things are different, but in normal existence, hotels get booked rapidly, because a lot of people, and maybe you're one of those, like to work during your summer in your own country, but then come out here and relax and holiday when it's winter back home and it's well, not summer, but it's hot here. So you do find occasionally that you may not get the hotel that you're looking for or the location you're looking for. So I would advise, if you are definitely thinking, right, I'm going to come out here for Christmas, guys, book early. If you don't book early, the chances are you may not get the hotel you want. And incidentally, what I would, again, I'm going to ask, and this is why I love this channel, this is why I do this, because we're just a wealth of information. But guys, where would you recommend staying for Christmas? If you've been here before and you've stayed in a hotel location here, you know, please share away. What's the name of the hotel? What was your experience like? Would you recommend it? Would you go back and stay there again? You know, what was it that made it such an enjoyable stay for you? So please, guys, you know, drop your comments below and share away, where do you recommend staying here in Pattaya for Christmas? So, like I say, if you are going to come out here, please, you know, plan and preparation, and just get yourself out, book your hotel, make sure you book early to avoid any disappointment. Alternatively, you could come over and wing it. I wouldn't suggest it, but you could come over and wing it and try and find accommodation, but you know, that's not my cup of tea. It's not my bag. I wouldn't do that, because you may find you're walking around and around and you just, you know, you're just not going to get something that you really enjoy staying in. How do the Thai people address Christmas? Well, firstly, like, and you know, if you go back away from the touristy attractions, so like Phuket, Bangkok, Pattaya, the cities where you have an expat community, if you step away from that, it's another day. Like normally, I mean, it's different because Christmas Day today falls on a Saturday. But if this was Friday, you know, my girls would be at school today. They just go to school. You know, the village life, it's just another day. There's very few people put any decorations up at all. It really is just another normal working day. So if you're kind of coming over and expecting to see all the trees and the decorations and all that kind of stuff, in all fairness, you're not really going to see that if you step outside of the city centres and the tourist attractions. But again, you know, if you are a miserable sod like me, it ticks your box, because I go home, and unfortunately I can't go home today, so I'm going to go home for New Year. But in all honesty, normally, you know, you go back to the village life and it really is just another day. You wouldn't even know it was Christmas Day unless you physically made a choice, a conscious choice, to try and find out. In the cities like Phuket, Pattaya, Bangkok, of course, they do make a much more of an effort, because they know that you're coming out here. So they do try to make you feel welcome. They do try to make you feel at home with decorations and you know, Christmas songs and all the, you know, you get to hear the millionth time of all the Christmas tunes that they just rag to death. But again, you know, they're making an effort. They're trying to do their best they can, and they do a fantastic job. So they will make you feel welcome. There are Christmas parties here. Again, I have to talk about in normal circumstances, but there are Christmas parties here. There is a good vibe, but the nice thing about when you come here is it's a good vibe anyway. I mean, yesterday we went out on the ATVs. We had a day out, and then we went out in the evening. There was 10 or 11 of us went out on the ATVs, which are those buggies that go through the mountains. We had a scream, an absolute brilliant day. You know, Christmas Eve, and we're flying through the mountains on an ATV buggy. It was fantastic. And then last night there was 27 of us wandering around the bars having fun, and you know, that was a logistical nightmare for me to walk into a bar and say, hey, I've got 27 people want to walk through your door. We managed it though. We went to about 3 or 4 places. We couldn't go to the place I wanted to go to for the sheer fact of the numbers. So that's a problem I've got to cover off in the new year. And what I am going to do as well, talking about the new year, is I'm going to do 2 live streams next week, which will be one on Saturday and one on Sunday. Sunday one's the one that's normal. Saturday, I want to do a live stream and just really sort of go back over the last 12 months as Buzzin, as me, the learning curves I've been through, which have been incredible. I've had some incredible highs. I've had some very, very deep lows. So I want to cover all that and explain everything, and just, you know, talk to you guys about how it's been, the journey we've been on. And you know, it's just been amazing. It really, really has been incredible. And if you'd have said to me 12 months ago we'd be sitting here now in the position that I'm in, I'd have laughed you out the door. But it is what it is. We are where we are. I can't be any more grateful than what I am. But yeah, so we're going to do 2 live streams next week. I will be up in Korat, so I'm going to be up in my hometown. So we're going to live stream from my garden. See me dogs will be running around, jumping all over me, whatever, blah blah blah. So yeah, so I'm going to do that. So I want to cover off like how this year's gone and what the future is ahead. You know, the next year is going to be equally as exciting. But let's not diversify. Let's talk about Christmas, and but that's what's coming up soon. So, but in terms of Christmas coming out here, you know, I would recommend it, particularly if you're not got a big family, or maybe your family members have moved to other countries and it doesn't mean you can't get to see them. So if that situation is your current situation, I would say, guys, come out here. You know, yesterday 27 people, most of them now have started to find like friends with each other, and they've going off and having beers, etc., doing stuff. And that's the beauty of what we're creating here, is like people come over on their own. Last night there was 4 people on their own, never been here before, and they met up with the guys, they went off, they had a fantastic time, and now I'm hoping moving forwards they'll have other people to connect with, and it won't be such an overwhelming experience coming here and think, oh, where do I go, what do I do, etc., etc. So come out, you know, Christmas here, it's beautiful, you know, look at the clouds, there are none. You know, it's a beautiful hot day. I think it's must be about 34, and it's early hours of the morning, and the whole day is ahead. So if you want to go and lay on the beach for the day, crack on. If you want to go and sit down around a swimming pool, crack on. If you want to go and sit in a bar and get into the festive spirits, crack on. You can just do what you want. All right, so last question that I'd like to ask you guys is, if you've been out here for Christmas, please drop a comment below. How do you find your Christmas experience here in Pattaya? Is it something you would recommend? Is it something you do religiously year after year after year and you don't miss it, unless obviously the current situation has prevented you? But how do you find Christmas here in Pattaya? Is it an experience that you would recommend to others? Is it something you've come out and maybe, just maybe, it didn't go to plan and you didn't enjoy it as much as you felt you possibly would? So, you know, again, positives and negatives, let's share away, guys. That's the beauty of our community here in Buzzin, how you know, we share everything together, and it's a really good learning curve. I've had so many people say, I read the comments, and some of the things that you guys share is really invaluable to me. It helps me make my decisions and understand what I'm doing, etc., etc. So guys, please drop down, you know, where would you stay, what hotel, where's a good place to go and eat your Christmas dinner, and what's your Christmas experience like here in Pattaya? Discord. Don't run away. Don't go. Stay. Now, if you're not on Discord, shame on you. Get on Discord, guys. There's over 7,200 people on there now. If you're not quite sure what I'm on about, then you must have been hiding under a rock, because I go on about it all the time. Unashamedly, but I don't care. So anyway, but get on Discord. There's over 7,200 people on there, and everyone, just like you watching this video, has an interest in Pattaya. You might be a newbie, you might be an experienced guy, you might be living here, but you can share information. There's more and more platforms in there now. We're building more and more rooms. What I've been doing and working hard with Bo's been working really hard. She's been out, and what she's been doing is creating a directory for us of all the bars in all the soy, so you know what bar is where. Moving further on, we're going to go in, take some pictures, and then with the pictures, then we're going to upload them so you can see inside the bar. We're going to do all their social media links, so you've got a complete directory of all the bars and stuff that are here. So please, guys, if you haven't as yet, get on Discord. There is a link in the description below. Have a look at it, check it out, come over and join us on the other side there, because it really is an invaluable tool where you're going to learn so much. So please have a look. If you'd like to support the channel, thank you very much indeed. Please join the members area, and in the members area you get a free you get a Buzzin card, and you can go into the places like everywhere we go. I get you a free Buzzin shot. I've organised discounts for visas, discount for the insurance you've got to have now to travel. So if you would like to support the channel, I'll be very grateful. Thank you very much indeed. There's a link in the description below. I think membership starts at like 89 pence a month, something silly like that. But basically, you know, once you join, send me through your picture. I'll send you back your Buzzin ID card, and honestly, you can walk into so many places now. And when you order your first drink, say, oh, I'm on Buzzin, and they'll give you a free shot. No dramas whatsoever. All right, so that's where we are. I hope whatever you're going to do today, you're going to have a fantastic day with your family, or whatever you're up to. You know, maybe you're going out with your mates or whatever. But whatever you do, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm going to edge my bets and say that I've probably got the hottest day for Christmas than perhaps you guys, although some of you are probably watching around the world and going, we got you, Trev, we got you, we got a much better climate here. So again, if I've lost that one, damn, never mind. And today I'm going to go out, I'm going to go and meet a few friends, we're going to have a few beers, and then I'm going to come back and just wrap up Christmas, and hopefully, fingers crossed, my lad will call me today. He's, do you know what, without diversifying very quickly, but as kids get older, obviously their direction changes, and he's got less and less contact with me now, which is really hard. So I'm hoping today he'll contact me. But anyway, that's another story. All right, guys. So, Merry Christmas. I hope you have a fantastic time. I look forward to seeing you in the new year. I will be live streaming on Saturday and Sunday next week, so hopefully you'll jump on there and have a chance to have a chat, and we can talk about what's going on with me and the future, and also we can talk about New Year and all the rest of it. And guys, thank you so much for being part of the Buzzin community. It's fantastic to have you here. I'm very, very honoured. Thank you so much indeed. All right, that's it for me. As always, please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. And guys, Merry Christmas.